The defense to come down and collapse leads to open three opportunities.
Bark nudged by Carrington.
Trash talk is common in basketball, but when it targets Caitlin Clark, expect fireworks. She doesn't just reply. She drops 30 points, drains threes from near mid-court, and turns the moment into a highlight that fans won't forget.
Responded to by Marina Mabry. And here is Clark, wide open, knocks down a triple.
Well, Clark runs Carrington into Alyssa Thomas.
Since joining the league, Caitlin Clark has faced non-stop pressure. From rivals trying to shake her confidence to fans shouting insults. But instead of backing down, she uses it as fuel. Time and again, she's shut out the noise and stepped up when it mattered.
30-point game of the season, and an enemy territory gets this kind of salute.
One of her most iconic moments came during a high-stakes college game in March 2024 against unbeaten South Carolina. As fans chanted "overrated," Caitlin simply smiled, answered with deep threes and slick assists, and shifted the entire energy in the arena. By the final buzzer, those same fans were quiet, their heads lowered in disbelief. The best part? Every bit of their stunned silence was caught on camera, while Caitlin Clark stayed composed and continued to dominate. That game, she racked up 42 points, a bold reminder that provoking her is dangerous. Jump to March 26, 2023. In the Elite Eight, Hailey Van Lith of Louisville talked trash after scoring, shouting at Clark to shake her. It didn't work.
I don't know what that means.
By the time the final buzzer rang, Hailey Van Lith was drained, while Caitlin Clark was still on fire, finishing with a 42-point triple-double that propelled Iowa into the Final Four and eventually to the national championship game.
Remarkable. Absolutely remarkable.
That matchup also produced a legendary moment. It wasn't just about scoring, it was about command. With 3 minutes to go and Louisville setting up an inbound play, Clark turned to Van Lith and calmly said, "You're down 15. Shut up."
Clark, will they give her a rebound? They will, I'm guessing, but they'll also give her a travel. So Clark up to 9 boards, but she turns it over.
That one line summed up Clark's fierce drive, passion powered by performance. She closed out strong, leading Iowa to a 97-83 win. But now, a fresh chapter was starting in the WNBA. Indiana Fever versus Chicago Sky, June 1st, 2024.
Mabry doubled off to Carter. Her jumper is good. Kennedy Carter now with 12 points off the bench.
On the bench, Angel Reese energized her team after a hard foul. When she entered the game, she immediately brought the heat, charging at Caitlin Clark with relentless intensity and matching the high-speed tempo on the court.
Wheeler hits the deck, an opportunity here for Chicago. Here is Carter. Kicking it out, Evans fakes the three, takes the two, and knocks it down. A lot of contact from Reese on Clark underneath.
The plan was to shake Clark, but she didn't flinch. No complaints, no retaliation, just pure focus. Despite the physical play, she weaved past defenders, hit deep shots, and set up teammates as Indiana gained control and let her performance speak volumes. Interview.
Used to answer any questions.
Turn to you a little bit?
Yeah.
After the
I ain't answering no Caitlin Clark questions.
Did she say anything to you?
I don't know what she said.
What'd you say to her?
I didn't say anything.
That's enough.
Just when things seemed to calm down, tensions flared once more. On June 10th, 2024, during a game against Connecticut, Dejanai Carrington delivered a hard hit while Clark was driving and taunted her afterward, ignoring the referee's call.
The defense to come down and collapse leads to open 3 opportunities.
Clark nudged by Carrington.
First ever game of the WNBA, forcing 10 turnovers. Right there you see Dejanay
Clark didn't forget. In their next meeting, she let her game do the talking. She breezed past Carrington and nailed a deep 3 right in front of her to seal the game with style.
Responded to by Marina Mabry. And here is Clark, wide open, knocks down a triple.
Well, Clark runs Carrington into Alyssa Thomas.
But Clark wasn't finished. Later in the game, she hit Carrington with a vicious crossover, leaving her stuck and unable to recover, completely taking her out of the play.
What does Clark have up her sleeve this time? Oh, she gets it to go. Maybe could have got a foul there.
Indiana Fever secured the win, and by now, one thing...
Indiana came away with the victory, making one thing clear. Provoking Caitlin Clark only adds fuel to her fire. Still, veteran Diana Taurasi had warned ahead of the season, predicting a rude awakening.
Caitlin's coming. There's more than just that are coming. What will the league have in store for them when they get there?
Reality is coming.
Okay.
There's levels to this thing.
Indiana came away with the victory, making one thing clear. Provoking Caitlin Clark only adds fuel to her fire. Still, veteran Diana Taurasi had warned ahead of the season, predicting a rude awakening.
Popper back out to Taurasi for 3. Clark with the board.
Diana Taurasi has 48 triples coming into the game.
Logo! Clark deep 3, and the lead is down to 5. Clark, nice feed. Wallace with the layup.
When reporters later asked about Taurasi's earlier remarks, Clark just smiled. No drama, no comeback. Her dominant play said it all.
Of your idols, how big is it for you to get a win here against her today?
I'm just happy we won. It was cool to play against her.
Her message was loud and clear. The scoreboard told the whole story. Caitlin Clark's way of silencing critics is simply by playing. Then came Coach Cheryl Reeves' controversial choice to leave her off the Olympic roster.
Caitlin Clark might make you want to lose every game, but not here, not in Minnesota.
On July 14th, 2024, Clark created a memorable moment. She shook off a Minnesota defender with a lethal crossover, a move that seemed to target Reeve personally, who had once said, "Not in Minnesota."
Cheryl. Clark.
The takeaway? Challenge Caitlin Clark, and you'll pay for it. She won't just win, she'll make it hurt. Carrington, Reese, Taurasi, they all tried and all got burned. Don't forget to subscribe for more stories like this.